Every morning, millions of older adults reach for a comforting bowl of oatmeal, believing it's the heart-smart, digestion-friendly breakfast we've been told it is. But what if that bowl, seemingly full of wellness, has a hidden dark side? Did you know your daily oatmeal might quietly harm your heart depending on what you mix in? It's a tough truth, especially if you've made an effort to eat better as you've aged. Oatmeal on its own is a superstar, rich in fiber, gentle on the gut, and great for blood sugar and cholesterol. But here's where things go sideways. The moment we add so-called healthy toppings that are loaded with sugar, chemicals, or inflammatory fats, that one good habit could backfire on your heart, liver, and metabolism, especially after 60. Welcome to Elderly Active Life, where we upload health-smart videos every day, just for seniors like you. Make sure to subscribe and tap the bell to never miss a tip that could change your life. Let's dive into the 7 most common oatmeal add-ins that quietly sabotage your health and what to use instead. Number 1, brown sugar, the sweet saboteur. At first glance, brown sugar seems like a less bad option than white sugar. It contains a trace of molasses, giving it a brown hue and slightly richer flavor, but nutritionally, it's nearly identical to white sugar. Why it's harmful: causes sharp spikes in blood sugar, followed by crashes that can make you feel sluggish or dizzy. Repeated sugar surges over time increase the risk of type 2 diabetes, weight gain, and chronic inflammation. Sugar increases oxidative stress, which accelerates aging at the cellular level, especially in the heart and brain. Seniors over 60 are especially sensitive to these effects due to naturally slower insulin responses and in a higher risk of metabolic syndrome. Real story: Margaret, 66, thought she was being healthy with her daily bowl of oats topped with brown sugar, but she always felt exhausted by 10 a.m. Once she removed that single scoop, her energy stabilized. Over time, brown sugar increases insulin resistance and belly fat. Sugar also triggers dopamine, the pleasure hormone, leading to addictive cravings. What to use instead: half a mashed banana adds potassium and fiber. A sprinkle of Ceylon cinnamon, which may improve insulin sensitivity. A splash of pure vanilla extract adds flavor without sugar. Number 2, artificial sweeteners, the metabolic mismatch. Think you're outsmarting sugar with calorie-free sweeteners? Think again. Sucralose, Splenda, aspartame, equal, and saccharin, sweet and low, trick the brain but confuse your gut. Why it's harmful: alters gut microbiota, which affects digestion, immunity, and inflammation, increases sweet cravings, and may slow metabolism despite 0 calories. Linked in some studies to insulin resistance, weight gain, and even stroke risk in older adults. Seniors may metabolize synthetic compounds less efficiently, putting added strain on the liver and kidneys, which are already working overtime due to age. Real story: Charles, 74, used sugar-free syrups in his oatmeal, thinking he was outsmarting sugar, but his liver enzymes climbed. Once he quit artificial additives, his digestion and labs improved. These sweeteners, sucralose, aspartame, saccharin, are also filtered through the liver and may worsen fatigue and inflammation. What to use instead: stevia leaf extract. Look for brands without erythritol or additives. Ground nutmeg, cardamom, or pumpkin spice. Fresh or thawed berries, which give sweetness and antioxidants. Number 3, dried fruit, concentrated sugar in disguise. Raisins, cranberries, dried apricots. They seem healthy, but most are coated with added sugar and treated with preservatives like sulfur dioxide. Why it's harmful: 1 tablespoon of raisins equals 11 grams of sugar. Dried fruits are often high in fructose, which gets processed only by the liver. Overconsumption can lead to fatty liver disease. Can cause bloating, gas, and gut irritation, especially if sulfites are used. Seniors with sluggish digestion or liver challenges can suffer compounding effects from this daily dose of concentrated sugar. Real story: Gerald, 69, thought dried apricots boosted his fiber intake, but his bloating and rising blood pressure told a different story. Switching to fresh berries made a noticeable difference in just a week. Just a few tablespoons of dried fruit can contain more sugar than a candy bar, often sweetened further during processing. What to use instead? Fresh berries, blueberries, strawberries. Thinly sliced apples or pears, keep the skin on for extra fiber. Pomegranate seeds, low sugar, high antioxidants. Number 4, flavored oat packets, hidden salt and sugar bombs. Flavored instant oatmeal seems convenient, but read the label and you'll find high sugar, up to 12 grams per packet, sodium, often 200 to 400 milligrams, artificial flavors and stabilizers. Why it's harmful? Sugar plus salt combo creates a hyperpalatable food that drives cravings. Sodium raises blood pressure, especially in seniors with existing heart risk. Synthetic emulsifiers can interfere with gut barrier function, contributing to leaky gut and inflammation. Many older adults have impaired taste buds and might not notice the high salt, making it even easier to go overboard. Real story: Carol, 73, ate 2 packets a day and noticed swelling in her hands. When she switched to plain oats and added cinnamon and apple, her blood pressure dropped and her bloating subsided. What to use instead? Plain rolled or steel-cut oats. DIY mix. Add cinnamon, unsweetened cocoa, or real fruit. Prepare a batch at night using overnight oats with almond milk and chia seeds. Number 5, non-dairy creamers, the trans fat trap. Whether powdered or liquid, many non-dairy creamers are packed with hydrogenated oils, a source of trans fat, thickeners like carrageenan, artificial flavors, and colorings. Why it's harmful? Trans fats are known to raise LDL, bad cholesterol, and lower HDL, good cholesterol. Stress the liver and promote systemic inflammation. Can contribute to arterial plaque, increasing the risk of heart attacks or stroke. Seniors with heart disease history are especially vulnerable to these risks. Real story: Frank, 75, used powdered creamer in everything, even oatmeal. Over time, his cholesterol and digestion worsened. Removing the creamer made his labs and stomach feel much better. What to use instead? Unsweetened almond milk, coconut milk, or oat milk. A spoonful of plain Greek yogurt adds protein and probiotics. Blended cashew cream for a richer, dairy-free option. Number 6, store-bought granola. Crunch with a cost. Granola is often marketed as a health food, but it's typically coated in honey or brown rice syrup, toasted in refined oils like soybean or palm, loaded with sugar and preservatives. Why it's harmful? Half a cup can contain 300 plus calories and 15 grams of sugar. Added oils promote oxidation and arterial inflammation. Causes post-meal blood sugar spikes, a red flag for older adults trying to manage weight or prediabetes. Most people add way more than the suggested serving size, making matters worse. Real story: Ellen, 71, loved adding granola for crunch, but when she swapped it for chopped walnuts, her blood sugar stabilized and her energy improved. What to use instead? Toasted sunflower or pumpkin seeds, zinc plus healthy fats. Raw nuts, walnuts, almonds. Sprinkle flaxseed or chia seed for fiber, omega-3s, and texture. Number 7, protein powders, unwanted additives and overload. Not all protein is created equal. Many commercial powders contain artificial sweeteners or sugar alcohols, like erythritol, which can cause bloating. Fillers like maltodextrin, a high GI carb. Synthetic vitamins in poorly absorbed forms. Why it's harmful? Excess protein stresses aging kidneys, especially if hydration is low. Hidden sweeteners and thickeners disrupt gut bacteria. Not always third-party tested. Some may contain heavy metals like lead or arsenic. Seniors require adequate, but not excessive protein. Whole food sources are easier to digest and support better long-term outcomes. Real story: Dennis, 78, added protein powder daily until his kidney labs flagged issues. After switching to food-based proteins, his health markers improved. What to use instead? Chia seeds, hemp hearts, or nut butter stirred into your oats, a side of boiled egg, cottage cheese, or plain Greek yogurt. If using powder, choose plant-based, unsweetened, and third-party tested options. Final thought: protect your breakfast, protect your health. You've worked hard for your health. Don't let a few oatmeal add-ins quietly undo your efforts. Every ingredient you stir in should support your organs, not stress them. A few mindful changes today can lead to better energy, sharper memory, more stable blood sugar, and protection for your heart, liver, and kidneys tomorrow. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone you care about. We upload daily videos exclusively for seniors right here on Elderly Active Life to help you thrive in every season of your life.